Hey everybody, welcome back. So for today's video, I went ahead and did this look. It's a little out of my comfort zone just because I usually don't work with color. But it has that munch on it because I wiped it off because it was a little dusty. But I got the James Charles palette and I really wanted to play with it. I focused on these colors down here and I really enjoyed it. I hope with this palette I expand my horizons a little bit and I'm just not like neutrals all year. I also tried a couple of new products. If you want to see the products I tried, go ahead and keep watching. The first color I went in with is called Pinkity Drinkity. It is a really light pink. It is a pretty pink. I used it as a transition color, but it is so light. I had to really pack it on to actually get the color to show up.
We've been going and going back and forth cause we don't know better. And I thought we'd be different. Yeah, we were on to some good shit. We keep dancing with the devil, but he doesn't have a back, no. Should be pulling away from the fire. Should go, but I don't even try. Gone in the deep end tonight.
The next color I go in with is called Mary. And this is more of like a dusty rose kind of color. I really like this color. I feel like it really helped me get that transition color to where I wanted it to be. And it set like a perfect pinky base for the rest of the colors.
Boy, you know you're making it so hard, so hard, so hard. I tried to replace you, tried to give up on you, but I can't, you know I can't. Saw your name on my phone, yeah.
The next color I went in with is called Love That, and its name really speaks for itself. This is probably my favorite color in the palette that I used. It is a fuchsia purpley color, but it's just so pretty. It's so pigmented and it blends so well.
Pulling away from the fire. Should go, but I don't even try. Gone in the deep end tonight. I just wanna love ya. 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 But you're making it so hard. But you're making it so hard. Boy, you know you're making it so hard, so hard, so hard. Saw your name on my phone, yeah. 3 o'clock in the morning. I just wanna love ya. 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 But you're making it so hard. But you're making it so hard. Boy, you know you're making it so hard, so hard, so hard. Knew from the first time I saw ya, you were not like the others. A cool kind of melody. You rattled my cage without warning. Kept it up right till the morning.
The next color I went in with is called Single, and it is a very pretty purple. I definitely like this color. I think it did its job. It deepened up my crease just like I wanted it to. With all of these colors, I try to stick them again as low as I could in my crease because I didn't want to look like I got a black eye.
Really need a different side of me, yeah. With you, there are no stop signs. Counting down till we take flight. It's how you make me feel.
So guys, after I obviously use these shadows, I can honestly say the shadows I have used are so nice. I had no complaints about this palette at all. It's so funny because I actually went to the store and I saw a bunch of girls outside of Ulta. And I was like, why is everybody outside of Ulta? So like, yo, I ate the chismosa, me arrimé, and I was like, hey, why is everybody here? And they're like, oh my god, the James Charles palette. So like, I had to grab it just because I heard the hype, and I'm so glad I did. This palette is so pretty, and it's just so easy to blend the colors together. I honestly recommend this palette 100%. Here I'm going in with the color Escape. I'm putting it on the outer corners of the eye, and then I'm going to be grabbing it and I'm going to be bringing it up into the crease just to deepen up the crease a little bit more. You're going to be seeing here in the next clips. And then I'm just gonna, just keep blending and blending and blending away, guys. Make sure everything looks nice and smooth and gradient, so when you cut that crease, like, pretty much all your work is going to be done for you.
You'll find a different side of me, the one I like to be, a different side of me, yeah, yeah. You'll find a different side of me, like someone pretty need, a different side of me, yeah, yeah.
So here I went in with the star of the show. It is called Skip, and it is such a beautiful pigmented, and I mean pigmented, neon pink. So I wore this out for like a couple hours. I probably put it on around like 8, and I got home at like 19, probably like 3 in the morning. And guys, my lids were pink, and I like took all my makeup off. I did my whole routine, and my lids were still pink. So this color is no joke, dude. It is really pigmented, and I don't own a lot of colored eyeshadows. I actually don't know any. This is my only one, but I've swatched other ones, and this is by far such a good color. So after I go ahead and I put that shadow on, I went ahead and I went back in with the color Escape to darken up my outer V's. So I went ahead and I packed that color in there, and then I grabbed a little tiny brush, and I went in with the color Single again, and I just kind of like try to mesh those colors together to make sure everything is just nice and squished into a little sandwich. That's why I say these brushes, these little precision brushes, are so important, because you can really get in there and blend and make, like, because you're not going to be able to do that with like a Sigma E40, like, so these little brushes are super important. So this is where I just like fuck up my whole life. I tried to do like a thin line above my liquid liner with this glitter liner, and it just didn't do what I wanted it to. And then I tried to fix it by like making the whole liner a liquid liner, the whole liquid liner a glitter liner, and that just looked worse. So if you are going to be redoing this look, don't do it. Don't mess up where I messed up. I should have just kept it simple, but your girl tried to be extra, and this is what happens. I know. But yeah, so if you would just want to omit this part, that would be good. So I saw Reezy using this foundation. It is called the Powerful Play, I think it is, by Color Effects. And what it is a vegan long-wearing liquid foundation that provides colorful, true, full coverage, and sweat-proof matte finish, a powerful pollution defense. So I loved this foundation. It is matte. It is full coverage. I applied it at first with a brush, but I prefer it much better with a beauty blender. It is such a pretty foundation, and see, as you can tell, I thought it was an alright foundation, but I wore it the whole night. I was sweating, I was drinking, I was dancing, I was drunk, and when I got home, it looked bomb. So I recommend this 100%. I'm sure if you're oily, you'll really like this, but because it is a matte finish, it wasn't drying or anything like that on me. As I said before, I don't really have dry skin, so I wouldn't know if girls with dry skin can wear it, but if you have combination skin like me, I recommend it. It is such a beautiful foundation and I love it. I got the shade, I think it was like N40. It might have been like a little too light, but you know, it's okay. I just went ahead and I bronzed my face and everything came through at the end.
Yes, you're the only reason. Baby, you're the answer to my prayers. Feeling like the world's in our hands. Now I know that this is meant to be. You're the only reason. Yes, you're the only reason I am free.
Alright guys, and that's it. It was kind of hard working with colors. I think I'll get more comfortable the more I use them. I'm actually going to be going out dancing tonight, you know. Just kidding. I don't dance. But I am going to be going out to a club tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe at the end of the night, if I have time, I will record the what the makeup looks like at the end of the day. Probably like 2 or 3 in the morning when I get back. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye.